Hello everyone, I'm William Leach, President of Kingdom Development and Affordable Housing Financial Advisor. Today, I'd like to bend your ear about a way California state housing agencies could streamline the application process by standardizing their application forms. I refer to this standardization as the universal data model. The first problem I see with the application process is that multiple agencies require applicants to complete multiple forms with much the same information in slightly different formats. Besides duplicate effort, this increases the opportunity for data entry and coordination errors. Another challenge stems from forms needing to be updated when regulations are changed. Changes close to the application deadline require agency staff to hastily update the forms, delay program implementation, or a combination of the two. This in turn delays the application preparer from getting started and often causes the application preparer to re-enter data multiple times into newly published versions. One common shortcoming of application forms is they don't communicate errors to the applicant, even though such errors are easy to calculate. Similarly, application forms don't communicate which checklist items are/aren't applicable to your project, despite the spreadsheet knowing everything about the project. Finally, application forms don't collect information in a structured way, which inhibits their ability to share data with each other, and it stops them from informing data-driven policy decisions. So how can we improve the application process? First, we start by collecting and storing project information in a structured format that enables sharing and data aggregation. Next, we separate underwriting data, program data, and raw data into more bite-sized spreadsheets specialized for one purpose. Doing so greatly reduces what agency staff must update when regulations change or when annual data needs to be updated. Finally, the state's housing agencies could agree to use a single underwriting spreadsheet to avoid duplicate data entry, and then create program-specific supplemental spreadsheets using conventions that allow for automatic data sharing. There are many added benefits to collecting and sharing structured data. For one, the application forms would be able to communicate errors and program deficiencies, increasing the quality of all applications and decreasing anxiety for application preparers. Application forms would be able to dynamically advise which checklist items are applicable and which could be ignored given the characteristics of the deal. As a bonus, the application could provide agency staff a reviewer's checklist, auto-populated with information and tailored to the type of project. With a universal data model, just about anything could be auto-populated with deal specifics, such as application attachments, agency staff reports, or reservation letters. Redesigning application forms will take some work. So what's the payoff to agency staff for modernizing the forms? For starters, it will save them time in the long run. There will be less application updates required given the bite-sized nature of forms. Reviewing applications will take less time given a more organized process. Less appeals will need to be considered as less errors will make it into the application. And even the processing of 8609s could be sped up with smarter Form Bs and informed reviewer checklists. Agencies would get some added capabilities as well. Enhanced cross-agency coordination, joint applications, and joint review. The ability to have changes from the initial application highlighted and unnecessary review items grayed out. But most powerful might be the ability to query data from multiple applications submitted to multiple agencies across multiple years. Imagine the improved policy decision-making with instant access to statewide data. State agencies will also benefit from less application errors, less training being required for their staff and the industry, less time required to deploy new programs, and less overall redundancy. How will developers benefit? Less data entry, less worrying, less training, and less waiting. Developers would enjoy a more streamlined system with faster app publication and award processes. But most importantly, how will society benefit from adoption of the universal data model? Housing would be delivered faster, in turn lowering the cost of housing, and data-driven policy decisions will lead to better program outcomes, which to society means housing stability, education attainment, economic mobility, etc. Let's recap the request. I'm advocating for California's state housing agencies to collect structured data from applicants, separate project underwriting from program-specific supplements, and ensure all application spreadsheets seamlessly share data. I'm also requesting application forms take advantage of the universal data model by communicating errors, dynamically generating checklists, and auto-populating attachments. If you feel the proposed standardization effort is worthwhile, I'd invite you to help. You can share feedback through today's discussion or by emailing me. You can sign on to a support letter we will be sending the state agencies. And if you enjoy the technical side of things, I'd like to recruit a team of advisors and beta testers to lessen the lift of agency staff that is working valiantly to get projects through the pipeline. Thank you in advance.